motionJPEG is a set of JPEG images that's sent from the RICOH THETA camera. The images are sent about 30 times a second, and this is accessible with the web API. The RICOH THETA X is locked at a width of 1024 and a height of 512 with a frame rate of 30 FPS. The RICOH THETA V and Z1 have variable resolution and frame rate. Unlike other web API commands, the response will be a stream. So you're going to need to keep each individual byte, and if you find the start and stop of the individual JPEG frames, then you store the frame into an array and display it onto the mobile app screen as a JPEG image. So in this case, we're using Flutter, so the JPEG image is image.memory. That's what Flutter uses to display an image that is from the byte array. The start and stop characters for the motionJPEG are standardized. The specification is 08D8 and 0D9. So in hex, it's D8 and D9 for the start and stop of each individual frame within the stream. So in Flutter, we're using something called gapless playback. That means that the JPEG image is updating 30 times a second, but sometimes there's a glitch, like the frame doesn't come over fully because of Wi-Fi interference or something else. In that case, it's going to attempt to save the previous frame before displaying the next frame. So this, there might be a slight lag, but at least you don't get some type of glitch appearing on the screen. This doesn't work perfectly right now, so there may occasionally be a frame that you'll see an X going through it, and maybe in the future we'll try to solve that, but the stream with the Theta X is pretty stable for us.
Okay, we've got a live stream coming right into the mobile app here. Pretty great. Shows it off really well. Directly from the Theta.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to show the motionJPEG from the RICOH THETA X on this screen here. So I'm going to have to put the camera maybe a little bit closer to this stopwatch so we can see it. And I'm going to switch from the webcam to visor so we can take a better look at this thing. So you should barely be able to see the latency, which is roughly, I think it's roughly 300 milliseconds. So I'll do another test here.
Like so shocked. Being able to get back into that contest mentality.
Monster can be very disruptive in its marketing and its culture.
So the motionJPEG stream appears to be pretty stable. I'm using the RICOH THETA X here, and it's displaying a motionJPEG on this mobile app. I'm using a tool called Visor to show what's on the mobile app, so you have a slightly better view than the webcam. So let's bring up the visor. And I'm going to stop the webcam. So this is visor right here. So I'm going to try to put the theta closer to this so we can get a better view of the latency here. So it's like this. The stream does appear to be quite stable. I'm going to move it a little further away. I encourage you to take a look at the web API for the camera.getLive preview. It's a bit challenging to work with motionJPEG, but it can be quite rewarding when you get it working, and it's a lot of fun. We've tested this with the Theta X and the Theta Z1, and they work quite nicely. So the quality is quite good. You can see in the video, the latency is low and the stream is very stable. There's more information, as well as information on the GitHub repository at starter.theta360.guide.